Welcome. Welcome to Alligator Alcatraz. Welcome to Alligator Alcatraz. I hope I don't offend nobody on Alligator Alcatraz, which is, I think, it's in Florida. Sorry I ain't been on here. I ain't been feeling too good because I've been cutting my grass. Hello, Yoakum. I've been cutting my grass with a push mower. Any of you out there that knows people who have heart attack and strokes, that's a no-no. You're not supposed to do that. I've been taking a few nitro pills. I got my tail chewed out Monday when I went to the doctor. And I just can't afford it. Okay. I checked my bank account because my house payment comes out around the 28th of every month. In case you all didn't know that, your house payments went up. I talked to a guy, his went up $300. Mine went up $180. Now, I had the money to pay my regular monthly mortgage. But since they got me for $180, it put me in the hole. I'm about $200 in the hole. I'm really upset. As you know, I done a video. I lost Nancy last night or early this morning, done buried her. I don't know if I lost the outside cat or the coyotes or coyotes or whatever you call it, whoop coyotes, whoop foxes. Because last night, Mama January was out there. But she wasn't out there tonight or this morning. But when she was here last night, she ate her canned food and some hot dogs and some dry food. All of this. Yes, I got my socks on. I haven't been wearing my socks. Because every time I either got a nurse practitioner coming here or I have to go to the doctor. I gotta have my socks off where they can look at my feet. My blood pressure's okay. And my weight, I'm not happy with my weight. And back a month or so ago, I guess it'd been over a month ago, I showed you a paper plate. It had 3 things from my stove. It had the serial number, model number, and I don't know what else. And I couldn't set the clock, couldn't use the oven, And it got moved up to the presidential team, whatever you call it, for LG. I've been noticed something like on the board, control board, whatever the heck it is on the stove, saying 70, 80, or 90, 70, or something. You couldn't set the clock. or anything like that. That's these smart stoves, people, just like these smart TVs and stuff like that. And I happened to notice yesterday that the clock is kind of working, but it's probably 5 or 10 minutes fast. I'm going to try to check it and see if I can set it. But I think it was in the software, is what I'm thinking. You people out there that knows about these smart TVs, smart stove, ice boxes, whatever else they got out there, it's smart. The software probably needed to be updated, just like when you get a cell phone or a computer. You have to update everything. I never thought a stove you would have to update. Since it's hooked to Wi-Fi, you figure it would be done automatically. I'm still asking for your all's help on a ride lawnmower. I need to watch out, because right now, people, I could use the money. Usually, I have $25 to $50 left after I pay all my bills. And since they raised my house payment up about $180 to $200, I haven't figured exactly how much, because I usually check my account 2 or 3 times a day. So I want to thank you people that has donated in the past. I still could use your help, you know, to donate to PayPal, Cash App, my post office box, and okay, on my computer, let me cut my address out and show you this. It's the Attorney General, the State of Delaware Department of Justice, State Office Building in Wilmington, Delaware. And I'm going to have to get my son to help me. Probably have to go to the library or something like that and print out those screenshots from Amazon, my computer serial number, PC online, and probably some more, you know. I guess I can do it by email, but I didn't see anything in there about an email. So that's another thing I gotta work on. I got two or three medicines I gotta pick up Friday. But I'll be over at the post office on the 3rd, because it's payday for me unless it comes in tomorrow. But you people out there, I want you to check in case you make your house payment and they take it out of your account. And I didn't get no notification where my house payment went up. You know, I was waiting it to go up because, like every place else in the United States, people, property taxes went up. Alligator Alcatraz. I guess I'm paying for that too, since it's a government mortgage loan. I have to pay for Alligator Alcatraz. And it's bad, people. And I don't know what I'm going to do. I can't cut no more out of my budget. You can't buy cat food with food stamps. The only thing you can buy is human food. I guess I have to buy more human food. I bought a big pack of hot dogs. I usually get 4 of them. Cut them, you know, like beanie weenies. And, but people, I'm so upset. I cut a little bit of grass today. And I just cut it last week, and it's growing like crazy. It was about 3 or 4 inches. And you know, when it gets that tall, your grass is wet. I don't care if it's 85 or 90 degrees outside. It's still wet. So I'm just letting you know everything. I want to welcome the new people that have subscribed. I want to thank the people from Instagram that might be on here. I went on Instagram the other day. I forget when I go by up there. I wish I could remember, but people, if I don't write everything down, I got a chance to get me another computer. It's from a company in Ohio. Here's Catch-22. It was a good computer, 1 gigabyte. It had everything that this HP that ain't good because a PC Online screwed it up, upgraded it, and HP wouldn't cover the warranty. You know, that's what I'm mad about. That's exactly what I'm mad about. It's a new computer. Even if PC Online upgraded it, it should be covered under warranty. But since PC Online didn't have HP permission, I think HP filing a complaint and this and that. So I want you all to be worried. If you don't believe me about PC Online, type PC Online into your search engine. And just scroll down and you see something from the BBB. And you can see all the complaints. You see some that they got a new computer, and it's not a new computer, it's a used computer. I ordered this computer in February, but I found out the warranty was in November. So what does that tell you about PC Online people? You can call them. It goes to voicemail. You can send them an email. They won't answer. That makes Deltaware look bad. It's in their state. They had all kinds of complaints. PC Online is still in business. And I don't know what to do. You know, I'm short of money. Right now I'm $200 and some odd in the hole until the 3rd. I can't cut my budget anymore. You know, instead of playing the lotto 3 or 4 times a month, I knocked it back to 1. Now I'm going to have to cut it back to 0. I just can't do it. That's how come I'm asking your people on YouTube to help me out. My post office box is Tom Cartwright, Post Office Box 1, Charlestown, Indiana, zip code 47111. My PayPal account is Thomas Cartwright Sr. My Cash App is Tom Cartwright 4375. You know, that's one way you can help me. And also, you can help me by watching my videos and get my watch hours up. At 500 subscribers, I need 2,000 watch hours for what I've read on YouTube. At 1,000 subscribers, people, you need 4,000 watch hours. I wish I was smart like those people that does HOA stories. I'm not that smart up here. You know, I'm not that very smart. You know, if I had my watch hours, people, I could get these super chats, and I can use that money to buy me a new rider and all that. And I asked my moderators, send me an email, and I send you 2 things back. I done did it to 709, you know. But like you know, people, I'm not on here Mondays because I watch Hudson and Rex. That show is made in the Providence of Canada. Rex is the K9, Hudson is the detective there in Canada. You can type in Hudson and Rex on your YouTube and you can see the first season and the first episode. And plus I'm gonna have to get up on top of my roof. you people knows about these leaf filters you see advertised on your TV. And keep the leaves out of your gutter. Here's the thing, people. After they put the filter on there and the leaves gets on your filter, the wind is supposed to blow the leaves off. But in my case, I got trees all around me. And, wind don't blow through trees. So I'm letting you know about leaf filters. I said anything that I buy or try out, I'm gonna let you know. 'Cause I don't want you to get taken advantage of. I use the carpet thing to clean the cat tree. Clean that off, with the carpet cleaner stuff. And that's a whole lot of dirt that was up there. Oh, I hope the chair don't turn over. So, I'm just, giving you all this information. And also, men, to help you stay married, women is always right. No matter if they're wrong, they're always right. If you want to make it 10, 20, 40, 50, 60 years of marriage, you got to agree with them. Ask your parents or your grandma, and they tell you what it takes to make a good marriage. Back when I was young, it's usually the father that works and the mother stays at home. And nowadays, it takes both of you to work. And people, I got an idea. Since we in debt, I want you all to think about it. We're in debt trillions of dollars. What would you say if the federal government would make medical marijuana legal on the feds? You think if the federal government would make medical marijuana legal, look all them dollars coming in, I believe our budget would go down. I believe if every state that would pass it, medical marijuana in their state, it'll help them out on their budget. Probably lower your property taxes. It's stupid. I think we got thieves here in Clark County every year. It has went up every year since I lived here. I paid $48,000 when I bought this house. Now it's worth $175,000. What's wrong with this picture, people? I want you people where they take your house payment out of your checking account, check it. And see if your house payment has went up. Like mine, I pay so much a month. And some of it goes into an escrow account to pay your property taxes and your homeowner's insurance. That way you won't forget it. You know, you all check your bank statements, or if you got the app, see if your house payment has went up this month or next month, whenever they do it. But I found out that my house payment went up over $180 on the 28th of June without no notification. I expected to go up at least $50, not almost $200. And I need money, people. I just can't afford what I need, what I get. But it been raining, but I showed you I cut those little ditches out with my rotary tiller. That helped out quite a bit, because we got rain, I think it was Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. Or Friday night, Saturday night, something like that. So, I'm going to spend time here on YouTube. I'm going to spend time on Instagram and all of this. But, people, if I keep pushing my lawnmower, I could die. You people, it's nurses or doctors, whatever you are, and you know people who had heart attacks and strokes, not supposed to push a mower. You can ride on it, but not push a lawnmower. I know some of you care. Some of you trolls. And, I know people, if I had the watch hours, I could use that money to buy my cat food, buy me a new lawnmower. And anybody that works for Troy-Bilt could donate me a brand new Troy-Bilt. But I just don't have really the subscribers that like Troy-Bilt or Kubota or any of them. I just don't have the subscribers. And I don't think Troy-Bilt would do that. Or what's the Zero Turn? Is that Hustler? Or something like that? I don't think they would do it. I don't think Kubota would do that. We do have a Kubota dealer in Sellersburg, Indiana. I think it's called Jacoby Sales or something on Highway 60 and 311. And that's one thing I miss on my computer. I can put things in the chat and do a survey. What you think. I know you all seen it on Facebook, TikTok, Twitch, X, about alligator Alcatraz. Hey, I saw this one clip, that the guards at Alligator Alcatraz had their ice hat on with a rope on the alligator like a dog, and the alligator had hats that had ice on it. You know, in a way it's funny. And I was hearing, I guess, Buck and Clay today. I think one of them lives in Florida, I think. They said they got the alligators, they got snakes, and I don't know what else. You know. But, you know, we gotta be careful. Our, you know, people, like I say, you're Mexicans or whatever nationality you are. Come here legal. Don't do it illegal. That way you don't have to go to Alligator Alcatraz. And do it legal, because there's a bunch of legal aliens here. So please do it legal. And there was something on the news, I think it last week, about birthrights. And look at the people who's in the military. Maybe the kid was born in Germany, China, Japan, Okinawa, stuff like that. What would it do to them? And also, I have read and looked it up in the history, is African Americans. You African American people can look it up. You're, the way I understand it, you can look it up, that you not legally a U.S. citizen. I don't know why if you was born, but I guess for what I remember about history, you all can comment on it, that you was brought here to the United States on a slave ship. That make you illegal aliens. Just think about it. I got nothing against African Americans. I dated a few African American sweet ladies. They could cook. They could clean the house. And they wasn't racist, you know. But if you born here in the United States and do away with your birthright, I disagree with that. I disagree with it. I know there's a whole lot of people here on YouTube. Their fathers or mother, you might have been born in Germany or the UK or Okinawa or Japan or places like that because your parents was in the service. And it's going to hurt you for what I've been watching on TV, but I don't watch it much news, but that's what they've been talking about. And your African American people, I want you all to research it. If they do away with the birthright, your African American people will go back to where you came from. So I just want to let you know what to expect. I believe from the history books, it's Africa, I think. People, I'm just remembering stuff from history. I've been out of school 50 years. You know, I want you all to research it, because you're all smarter than me. You can research it, because they're saying that African Americans ain't legal citizens, because your ancestors was brought over as slaves. Just think about it. I know you're smarter than me. I just want you to think about it. Or you people that your dad or your mom married an Indian or a Japanese or a Mexican. Just think about it. I'm not trying to get you to upset. I'm trying to educate you, because that's all I do. I do stuff on my cell phone since my a-hole computer broke that I got from Amazon, and they got it from PC Online. That's what I'm pissed off about Amazon. They know the complaints about PC Online. That's what pisses me off. I'm sorry, people. But I got to get the point across to you all about PC Online and Amazon and HP. HP won't do a damn thing. I'm sorry, but I'm upset. And I don't feel good. Because I've been cutting grass today, which that's a no-no. I lost 2 kitty cats in the last two to 3 weeks. I lost John Wayne. He was my oldest inside tomcat. Last night, or early this morning, I lost Nancy. And she was lovable. Since John Wayne passed away, I got Margaret out here. I got Kathy. I got Wildcat. Kathy is Nancy's sister. And Margaret is Kathy's and Nancy's babies, second born. And Alex, who's in the bedroom, she won't come out here. Her and Blackie and Alexi, they won't come out here in the living room. I'm going to have to turn my air conditioner on where I can sleep. Because I can't, right now, people, I'm sweating and I don't have a shirt on. And my son showed me a video. I want to make sure you all listen to this. From the Indiana State Police, John Purine, I think he's a sergeant. Then there was a deputy sheriff. They done a video today, my son showed me, that they had a temperature gauge in the car to show you what the temperature is and how long it takes to get over 100 degrees in a car or a pickup truck or SUV. This is the time of year, people, that kids dies and animal dies because people leave them in a vehicle. And they've been up in the 90s. It was in the 90s last week. It was hot. But people, when you pull in a parking lot, I know people get mad if you peep inside of a car. Look for a baby or a cat or a dog or any kind of animal in the car. And it depends on your state law that you can bust the window out to save the child or the animal. You have to check your local laws. And when I saw this video, it was on Facebook, my son showed me. It tore me up. I forgot all about that. And I know every place in the world, check your car, your truck, your SUV, whatever you drive. Make sure you don't leave your pets or your children in the car. And another thing, I know there's inventors on here. Couldn't somebody invent something that while you have a pet or a child in the vehicle, that it'll set off an alarm, some kind of alarm that you can hear or comes on your cell phone? You know, could somebody invent something like that? 'Cause I know there's some smart people out there that would notify maybe a 911, set up to call them with the location. You know, like have a GPS on this device. I wouldn't know how big that would have to be. Hello, 709. I guarantee you, our fireworks, well, would be the 4th. All I have to do is go outside, because the neighbors on the east side on Highway 31, they be shooting it off. I can't afford it. And since you just got in here, 709, I don't know if you make a mortgage payment, but right here in the United States, I talked to a person today while I was out, because it's the first. I went to Walmart, pick up 2 things of meatloaf, 2 24 packs of Pepsis. His house payment went up $300. His mortgage payment went up $300. And I checked my bank account because I had enough money in my checking account to cover my house payment. Well, I checked it. I'm in the hole 200 and some odd dollars because they raised my house payment, I think around $180 to $200 a month. They raised that son of a biscuit eater. And I'm in the hole. I am in the hole, people. You're people that has mortgage payments. I don't know if Canada does what we do here in the United States. I got mine where they take it out of my account every month, which some of it goes into an escrow account to pay my property tax and homeowners insurance. I'm going to have a talk with my insurance people. What I'm going to have to do. See if I can get my homeowners insurance down. And you people that lives in Indiana, since today is June the 1st, cigarettes has went up. A carton of cigarettes went up to $20 more on the carton. And I believe on a pack of cigarettes, it's either $1 to $2. On my dip, I don't know, because I asked the lady at the smoke shop Friday. They haven't told her anything. I might have to quit dipping. I usually buy me 10 cans of dip. Will it go up? Like I say, I pay about $25. That's with Indiana sales tax. Will that go up $20 for 10 cans? I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna probably have to quit. Then I'm gonna get nervous because it keeps me calm. That's one thing I don't like here in Indiana, people. If they're going to raise the taxes up, how come they're not raising the taxes up on alcohol? Beer, wine, whiskey, vodka, and all that. Why haven't they raised the taxes on alcohol? You people here in the United States, ask it. You know, why haven't they raised the taxes on alcohol? I don't drink it anymore. It's been over 25 years. That's what I'm pissed off about. Sorry, people. When I get upset, I don't feel good because I cut grass today. I'm going to have to take my medicine when I get off of here. I think it's 8 to 10 pills. But I'm just letting you all know, times is getting tough. It's time that we the people is what is the Constitution. We the people. It's time to stop it. Peaceful. No riots, no burning down things, no threatening letters. Peaceful. I remember the African American people remember Martin Luther King, MLK. I remember him. And the rights he fought for, it's not also for the African American people. That was for you and me. That's one thing Martin Luther King did. He helped everybody out here in the United States. But it's time to put our foot down. And gasoline prices is up around me. People, it went up last week 50 plus cents on a gallon. I think maybe 60 cents it went up. There's no damn reason for it. I'm sorry, people. What? What, Margaret? If you want food, there's food in there. You got food over there. And when I was young, people, I'm talking about a little kid, maybe 12 years old. If gasoline went up a penny or 2 cents, we complained, then they took it back down. But I know, people, what you're going to say. You need the gas to go to work where you can take care of your family. But what are we going to do if it gets so high you can't afford to drive to work? It is time to step up, get your heads out of your rear end. Start complaining to your congressmen, your senators. Start complaining. And let's go back when I was talking about maybe 10, 15 minutes ago. What do you people think if the federal government would make medical marijuana legal? I'm talking about the federal government. I know there's states, but I also want the states to consider it. If the federal government would make it legal to have federal medical marijuana, it would bring our debt down quite a bit. I just want you to think about it. I want you to think about it. Look at the states that got medical marijuana. The first year, whatever the first state was, they had so much tax dollars, they didn't know what to do with it. So, what do you think? I want you to think about it. Talk it over with your family, your congressmen, your senators, your governors. What do you think if the federal government would make medical marijuana legal? I said medical. What would you think about it? That'll bring our debt down, people, quite a bit. I'm asking you all, and maybe you put it on your YouTube channel, because you all smarter than me and got more subscribers. I want you to think about it and sleep on it. As I say, your people here in the United States, what would you think if our federal government will make medical marijuana legal on the federal side? and the federal government set up places where you can buy it. I'm just asking you all. All that tax dollars comes in, it'll bring our debt down. Mike could pay it off. You know, since we up in the trillions, you know, it'll help pay it down, or the interest on it. I want you all to think about it. I really want you all to think about it. And just give it a thought. I want you people also on your mortgage, where the bank takes that out. If it's your bank or HUD, USDA, or FHA, or, you know, I want you to check it out. Make sure you got plenty of money in your account. I had enough to cover what I've been paying for the last year or so. But since they add about $200 to it, it put me in the hole with the overdraft protection and this and that. So I want you to look in your mortgage and see if they raised it this month. That's what they did. I checked my bank account this morning. And I'm about 200 and some odd dollars in the hole because I didn't get no notification from the federal government where I got my loan that they didn't let me know. And the person I've talked to this morning, when I went to Walmart, his went up $300. So you people in D.C., forget about the 3% raise in January. It needs to be 10 to 20%. And, or I'm going to be living out there on the street. And some of your people going to live on the street. I like to see all 50 states pass the law, medical marijuana. Indiana won't do because we got a stupid governor. He's an asshole. Sorry, people. But when I get upset, I do stupid things that I shouldn't do on my YouTube channel. You know, I'm upset. I'm upset. I gotta use a push more. You people who had heart attacks and strokes, or you know people, you know you ain't supposed to push a more. You can ride on a ride llama or a zero turn more, but you're not supposed to push a push more if you had a heart attack and stroke. And also, this is the time of the year. And I want you people out there that's driving around or going through the parking lot, kind of when you walk past a car, look in it and see if there's a baby or a pet. This is a year, or this is the months, June, July, August, and September, when it gets over 90 degrees in a vehicle. Check on it. please don't leave your kids in the car. Don't leave your pets in the car. You know, I forget how many in Indiana last year that lost human lives and pets. So I'm reminding you all that make sure you do not leave your kids or pets in the car. It's hot. It don't take long. My son showed me a video on Facebook from the Indiana State Police where, what's his name, Perrine? John Perrine or something like it, and a sheriff. And in the back, they had a temperature gauge. They had the air condition. It was about 80 degrees in the car. They shut it off. Within 18 minutes from the video, it got over 100 degrees in that police car. They were sweating like they were standing out in the rain. So, people, when you pull into a parking lot, you get out, you know, I wouldn't get mad if you peep in my car and make sure I didn't leave a kid in the car. But also, people, in some states, if there's an animal or a child in the car, you have the right to bust the window out. You know, you have to check your laws. But if there's two of you, one of you can bust the window out and the other one can be on the phone to call 911 and tell them where you're at. And I want you all to be careful. I don't want to see any kids die this year because some dumbasses, sorry people, that's not like me, but how can I get a point across? Do not leave your kids in the car or your pets in the car. Even if you got your windows cracked, it's still gonna get over 100 degrees in the car. I just want you all come home with your kids alive or your animals that you take with you when you go to the store. Please be careful. Keep an eye out. If you got a neighbor who has small kids, if you happen to walk by their house, kind of peep in the car and see if they left the kid in the car. You know, if your neighbor come out and say, get away from my car, I said, ma'am or sir, I was just checking, make sure no kid or animal is left in the car that might die because it's hot. I wouldn't get mad. You know, some people are a little crazy. So, keep an eye out. Your neighbors, you all know where they got little kids. You know, I'd rather be safe and sorry. I know some of you don't want to get involved, but it's a kid or an animal. I've seen kids die in car wrecks. I've seen people burn up in houses. I've took pictures of people burned up in the house. You couldn't tell them if it was a human or a dog. I used to help the fire department and the police department back in my younger days. And it's a bad sight when you see a person and you don't know if it's a dog or a person or an animal. And it's also the time of year, people. Make sure you drink plenty of water. You know, make sure you keep plenty liquids in your body. Usually after I drink, like, see this big cup, it got Pepsi Zero. After that gets empty, I put ice in it and I fill it up with water. Usually I do it twice a day. Well, some of you, will I be live tomorrow? I got grass to cut, people. I done got my tail chewed out by my doctor Monday. And the doctor wasn't too happy. Your people knows she have heart attacks or strokes. You're not supposed to push a mower. My Troy built that I got, I only had it 3 weeks. The engine went blowed up. And I don't have the money in my budget. And any help would be appreciated. I want to thank all the new subscribers, no matter where you came from. Happy 4th of July. I know that's 3 days away. And if they do like they have been the past 5 or 6 years, I might videotape it and put it up on my YouTube channel, because there is some people within 1,500 feet of me that shoots fireworks off every year. And I know there's some smart people out there, inventors. Can you people invent something that the parents or something about a small child in the car in case they forget that they left the child or pet in the car, that somehow can call 911 and give the GPS location. You know, I'm just giving you all some ideas. You know, maybe we can save some of the kids. You know, it's just something to think about. You know, sometimes I'm not too smart, but I think this is a good idea for an inventor to come up with something like it. You know what I'm talking about. So I want you to do that. Another thing that I keep talking about, The United States is in debt trillions of dollars. And what do you people think? I know some of you are against it. That's okay. That's your right. What do you think if our federal government, just think about our federal government and our states that don't have it, make medical marijuana legal? You know, federal government has to make it medical marijuana legal. With the taxes they get off of medical marijuana, it'll bring our debt down quite a bit. You know, I want you all to think about it. You know, you all smarter than me. That's how come I just want you all to think about it. You all know the right people in Washington, D.C., and in your state where you live. You know, I want you all to think about that. I'm trying to give you all ideas. I'm nobody. You know, people said, yeah, you are somebody. You're a great person here on YouTube. Yeah, I'm great. But I'm low income. I'm not surviving. 'Cause my house payment went up when they took it out 28. They raised it $200. It put me in the hole. I checked my account. I didn't get no notification saying they was going to raise it that much. But I did expect them to raise it $25 to $50. 'Cause I got an escrow account. They take so much out of my house payment, goes into an escrow account to pay my property tax and my homeowner's insurance. You know, I like to see it, but I know it's not going to happen. A 20% increase in our Social Security. I don't expect that 3%. I still be short on paying my bills. It needs to go up 10 to 20% where I can pay all of my bills. So, people, I want you to think about it, what I've talked about. And just think about it. Maybe you can come up with some good ideas on a device to help save our kids and our pets. That this is the time of the year. June, July, August, and I think September. And it's hot. 90 plus degrees. Kids will die because there's stupid people out there that don't give a crap. They forget the kids is in the car or the pets is in the car. I wouldn't care if I saw a kid in the car. I would bust the damn window out. Or a pet. I would do it. Then I would call 911 because that's what the police is going to do. Well, they got the lockout tools, but, you know, it's your judgment. some states said you can do that. You have to check the laws in your state. But what do you all think about the federal government making medical marijuana legal? I believe, like I say, I'm not that smart. You all smart people out there. What do you think if the federal government would make medical marijuana legal and put that money on our debt? What do you all think about it? Leave it in the comments. And I gave you all inventors an idea to invent something that the parents can get, where they can put it on the baby, where they won't leave it in the car or truck or SUV. I gave you all some good ideas tonight. So I hope you all sleep on it. And my PayPal account is Thomas Cartwright, CartWright, Senior is my PayPal account. My Cash App is the $ Tom Cartwright 4375 is my Cash App. My post office box is Tom Cartwright at Post Office Box 1, Charlestown, Indiana, 47111. I hate, since they raised my house payment up $200, I might have to cut my cell phone off. That saves me about $58 a month. But I need that. That's how come, people, I put my PayPal, my Cash App, my post office box, because 1,000 subscribers, people, you need 4,000 watch hours. With 500 subscribers, from what I've read, you need 2,000 watch hours. I can't get any super chats because I don't have 2,000 watch hours. YouTube said they let me know when I get to 2,000 watch hours. But I talk about my computer. I showed you I got a letter from Delaware Attorney General, which I got to fill out. I got to get my son to figure out how to get my screenshots. I guess you have to go to the library and shoot it over to their computer. I don't know. I have to ask him. I got to do that. I talk about PC Online to warn you to stay away from them. I told you type it in your search engine and check them out. You can scroll down, you can see something from the BBB, all the complaints. The BBB ain't gonna do a damn thing. I don't know if the Attorney General in Delaware gonna do anything, but it makes the state of Delaware look bad. And I've saw this one guy on the Better Business, under what I told you about. He filed a complaint, but he didn't say anything what they done. Well, since PC Online is still in business, nothing. They're crooks. They're scams. I want you all to be safe out there. I told you about the problems I had with my computer and asshole Amazon. Sorry, that's not me. And I'm just upset because if I keep cutting my grass, I'm going to have a heart attack or a stroke. I guess I could do a YouTube channel from heaven, I guess. I guess I can do that. But people, I don't know what to do. I know this is summer, school's out, you all taking vacations, spending time with your kids and grandkids, doing work on your houses. That's how come I'm not on here this much, because I know it's summertime, school's out, and you all taking vacation or doing repairs. Margaret, what are you doing? What you do? I know your baby died last night. Nancy's dead. Nancy's not in there. I think she's hunting for Nancy. That's the cat that died either last night or 3 o'clock this morning. But people, God is with you. I got my faith in the God that God will help me through this right now, what I'm going through. That somebody out there will get me a new riding lawnmower. Because of my medical problems. And I need 2 tires. It seemed like I'm going to have to park my car. Because I just don't have the money to buy 2 new tires and a front end alignment. I don't want to put my life and your life in danger. So I'm probably gonna have to park my car. That means I can't take my son to the doctor, or I can't go to the doctor. The doctor's office where I go is 6 miles north of me. I can't walk it. And the dollar store is about 3.5 miles north of me. But it's time to get off of you. Just go back and just think about everything I talked about tonight. Also, people, it's the time of the year. Do not leave your kids in the car or your pets. This is the time of year, June, July, August, I think, September, when it gets over 90 degrees in your car. Put it on your all's YouTube channel, to your fans about the hot weather. or maybe you can do the research, because you're all smarter than me, on your state, how many kids or how many animals has died because of dumbass people leave their kids or their pets in the car. Or you can, I guess you can find out national. This is the time of year. I never thought of it until I saw an Indiana State Police Sergeant talk about it today that my son showed me on Facebook. People, let's save these kids and our pets where the dumbasses leave the children in a hot car. Sorry. But I don't know how to get it through you all. But if you could save one child or one animal, that is good. And I just want you all to save the children from the stupid ass people that leaves their kids and animals in a hot car. Put it on your YouTube channel where everybody can pass it around. You got people on your YouTube channel that lives in your state or your city or your county. Let's get it out there. Please, let's get it out there. Let's save these children from those stupid people that leaves their kids and their animals in a hot car. I'm leaving you with that thought. Please put it on your YouTube channel about the hot car and kids and pets dying in it because the dumbass people forgets the kids in the car. I know you're not used to hearing me talk like this, but it upsets me when dumbass people that leave their kids or their pets in the car this time of the season. That makes me mad. It happens in Louisville, Kentucky, which is about 25 miles south of me. It happens all over the United States. I know I went over my time limit, but I want to make it a point. I want your people. Hello, Tom. How you doing? Northwood Press. How you doing? You know, even you can put it on your YouTube channel. You know, it's the time of the year, Northwoods Press, that people forget, leave their kids or the animals in the car that leave their kids in the car or their pets or forget about a senior citizen in the car. Just, I want you all to really think about it. Thank you. You know, there's a bunch of good people in here on my YouTube channel. I want you to share this little bit about leaving kids and animals in a hot car. Northwood Press, put it on your YouTube channel. Get it out to all the people that's on your YouTube channel. Because this upsets me. It's my pet peeve for today. And I just want you to get the word out. We got stupid people out there. That's a fact. We got stupid people that forget about the kids in the car or the animals in the car. You know, let's get it out. I don't know if the TV stations has put it out in your state. My butt's getting sore. But I just want to make a point. Usually I try to keep it. Ouch, my butt's sore. I'm even sitting on a cushion. But I hope I made a point. Some of you people out there know people that lost their kids or an animal in a car because they're idiots. They forgot about it. And I want all you all to talk about this on your YouTube channel. I don't care if you're RD on the thing, DUI guy, Megan Fox, you know. I gotta put my glasses back on. Oh, no, that's not it. This ain't it. Oh, there it is. That's it. Okay, thank you. But this is a point that I want to get across to all the people in the United States. Please do not leave your kids in the car or an animal. This is the time of the year that idiots leave their cotton-picking kids in the car or a pet in the car. It upsets me. But if I tell you what I like to do, they get me for terrorized threatening. But this will happen in every state in the United States. Take my word, this will happen. If by you all putting it on your YouTube channel, maybe you save one child or one animal, or maybe they forget about grandpa in the car. You know, if we could save one or two, 3, 4, or 5 people, kids or animals in the car, put it on your YouTube channel. Get it out. Get it out. If you see no matter if you're on Twitch or X or TikTok, Instagram, put it on there. Because there is stupid people. We can't save every kid in a car, but if we can save a few of them, God will be happy. I'll be happy. And it's going to get hot. This is July. So God bless you all. Thank you. Please share the video. You can talk about the hot cars, about leaving kids in the car, and animals in the car. I want you to get the word out to all the... I know they're smart people, but they do forget and leave their kids in the car or their pets in the car. And if you got neighbors, you know who got the little kids, and you walk by the neighborhood. I know some of them might get pissed off at you if you walk up and kind of peep in to see if there's a kid or a pet in the car. I wouldn't get mad, but I ain't got no kids. I ain't got no pets because I keep my windows rolled up and the doors locked. So God bless you all. Thank you all. And I'll catch you later when the next time I go live. I love you all. Thank you, sweet ladies. I love you all.